This week in AI, the bill for the AI boom came due, and it is enormous. Google just signed a deal to pay SpaceX $920 million a month, every month for almost 3 years, to rent AI chips it does not own. I'm Joshua. Let's get into it. According to a regulatory filing first reported by CNBC, Google will pay SpaceX $920 million a month from October 2026 through June 2029. That works out to roughly $30 billion in total. The capacity covers about 110,000 Nvidia graphics processing units, plus central processors, memory, and other gear, all sitting inside SpaceX data centers. A Google Cloud spokesperson told reporters the deal was struck, quote, to ensure we have bridge capacity to meet surging customer demand for our agent platform, Gemini Enterprise, which has been even higher than we expected, end quote. The contract has teeth, and that is the part to pay attention to. SpaceX said in the filing that if it fails to deliver access to the committed number of GPUs by September 30th, 2026, Google can immediately end the deal or accept a smaller number at a reduced fee after a 1 month grace period. After 2026, either side can walk away with 90 days notice. So Google is paying a $30 billion premium for optionality. They want the chips, but they do not want to be locked in if their own data center build-out catches up. The trigger is Gemini Enterprise, Google's subscription push into the corporate agent market, the place where companies pay to put AI agents to work on real business workflows. Google launched it last October, and in their own words, demand has been, quote, even higher than we expected, end quote. Alphabet has already revised its full year capital spending forecast up to between $180 billion and $190 billion, and announced plans this week to sell $85 billion in stock, including a $10 billion investment from Berkshire Hathaway to fund the build. Now, flip the table. SpaceX is about to go public. The company is targeting a valuation above $1.75 trillion in an IPO expected as soon as next week. Per its own prospectus, SpaceX spent $10.1 billion in capital expenditures in the first quarter alone, with $7.7 billion of that committed to AI. The AI segment booked $818 million in revenue and a $2.5 billion operating loss in the same quarter. Selling capacity to Google turns that burn into a contracted revenue line, exactly the kind of number a public offering loves to show underwriters. Google is the second hyperscaler to buy AI compute from SpaceX this way. Last month, according to The Verge, Anthropic announced it is paying SpaceX roughly $15 billion a year for access to its Colossus One data center in Memphis. A Twitter analysis circulated on TechMeme this week put the comparison at about 2.2 times the per GPU rate that Google is paying. The pattern is the same. Two of the four biggest AI labs are now renting Rocket Company data centers rather than building their own. Step back, and the shape of the AI build-out is changing. 5 years ago, Google was the cloud provider and SpaceX was the customer, with Google supplying ground stations to support Starlink. The Verge described this new deal as the roles reversed, and that is the headline. A Google spokesperson called the SpaceX contract short term. Investors should take that seriously, and also take seriously that bridge capacity at $920 million a month is the new normal for the leading edge of AI infrastructure. That is the wrap. Sources in the description. I'm Joshua. Catch you next week.